Of course, a lot of the stories that we have heard this week have really come from the people who have lived history. We met a Scottsdale woman who's done just that. She learned a lot about life and art from one of our state's most famous icons, and since then she's been passing along his wisdom. In her early 20s, Cornelia Brierly was a free spirit. Bored with her Eastern schooling, she read the autobiography of architect Frank Lloyd Wright.
Astonished that a man could be so completely creative and have such wonderful ideas, not only for buildings but for people. And when I knew that he was having a group, I was determined to come and be a part of it.
So she wrote a letter, and to her surprise, he wrote back.
I received a note from him that said, "Come when the spirit moves, Frank Lloyd Wright."
Brierly came to study at Taliesin, one of Wright's first students. It changed her life. She lived in a tent for 4 years and helped build what you see there today.
As people began to work together and began to build together, and the whole idea was to try and develop each person, all the facets of their being. He was always way beyond what was happening at the moment.
At age 98, Brierly still lives at Taliesin in a small, efficient space that has been her home for 56 years. She wrote a book about her experiences and remains inspired by the man and his vision, determined to pass along his lessons.
He would like to think that people were all striving for beauty in their life, which he thought was the highest form of morality. Look around you. Do you see people living that way?
Certainly an incredible woman there, and Cornelia hopes a lot of people will visit Taliesin and study Frank Lloyd Wright's writings and his more than 1,100 designs, many of which were never built. One of those designs, by the way, was a design for a new state capitol, one that probably won't ever be built because, well, the state capitol is one that is certainly a piece of history. Katie?